Welcome back to the Presenter Podcast, where we explore all things related to presenting on camera. I'm your host, Richie Litchfield, and in today's episode, we're going to be discussing a topic that many of us can relate to, presenting on video for the first time. I remember my first time as well. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Presenting on video can be a nerve-wracking experience, especially if you're not accustomed to being in front of the camera. However, with a little preparation and some helpful tips, you can conquer those initial jitters and deliver a successful presentation. So come on, let's dive right in. The first step in presenting on video is to prepare yourself mentally and physically. Start by acknowledging your nerves and accepting that it's normal to feel a little bit anxious. Remember, even the most experienced presenters had their first time on camera too. And I'll let you into a little secret. My first time on camera, I was actually sick behind the settee. It was a magazine style show. Ugh. One helpful technique is to practice your presentation in front of a mirror or record yourself to become familiar with your facial expressions and your body language. This practice will help you identify areas for improvement and build your confidence. Additionally, pay attention to your appearance. Dress appropriately for the occasion. Consider the tone and context of your presentation. And don't forget to test your camera, your lighting and your audio equipment. I always forget this, just to ensure that everything is working properly before you actually go live. Now let's talk about structuring your presentation. So once you feel more confident about yourself, it's time to structure your presentation effectively. Start by defining a clear objective for your video presentation. What do you want your audience to take away from it? This is going to help you stay focused, and it's going to deliver a concise and impactful message, which is just what you need. Next, organise your content into logical sections or key points. A well-structured presentation keeps your audience engaged and allows for better comprehension. Use visual aids such as slides or props to enhance your message and make it more memorable, especially if you're doing a stage presentation. Now, let's look at engaging your audience. Engaging your audience is crucial when presenting on video. Since you can't see your viewers directly, it's essential to create a connection through the camera. I always imagine that my best mate is sitting the other side of the camera and I'm talking to them directly through the lens. So maintain eye contact with the lens as if you're speaking directly to the viewer, and use a conversational tone and make it feel more personal. Another tip here is some of these cameras now have flip out screens, or these smartphones have screens on them. Lots of people fall into the mistake of actually looking at the screen rather than into the lens. You need to sort of like look into the lens to give you that effect that you're actually speaking directly to the viewer. So be mindful of your body language as well. Keep an open and confident posture. So use hand gestures to emphasize key points and vary your voice tone to add interest and expressiveness. Remember, your enthusiasm will shine through the screen and help captivate your audience. Finally, don't forget to encourage interaction. Ask viewers to leave comments or questions below the video if you've got that option, and make sure that you actually respond to them promptly. Sometimes you can't do it on camera, but you need to actually write a response into the actual space as well. This not only creates engagement, but also builds a sense of community around your content. Now, let's look at overcoming challenges. Presenting on video for the first time may come with a few challenges, but with practice and perseverance, you can overcome them. One common hurdle is the fear of making mistakes, of stumbling over your words. I'm always doing this, especially when I'm tired. Remember, it's okay to make small errors. Just take a breath, acknowledge it, and keep going. Sometimes I say, just slow down and breathe. Another challenge can be maintaining a natural flow and energy throughout your presentation. To combat this, practice speaking at a slightly slower pace than usual. This will help you maintain clarity and give your viewers time to absorb the information that you're sharing with them. Finally, let's look at technical issues. Yes, these do happen, and they can arise during a video presentation, especially a live stream. So it's important to be prepared for these situations. So if you are doing a live stream, have a backup plan in case your internet connection drops out or your microphone malfunctions. They do have minds of their own, believe me. Consider recording a backup version of your presentation or having a colleague on standby to help troubleshoot any technical issues. Remember, presenting on video for the first time is a learning experience. Embrace it as an opportunity to grow and improve your skills. The more you practice and put yourself out there, the more confident and comfortable you're going to actually become. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you found these tips helpful as you prepare for your first video presentation. Remember, the key is to prepare yourself mentally and physically, structure your presentation effectively, engage your audience, and be prepared for any challenges that may arise. As always, we encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences with us. Have you presented on video before? What tips would you like to give someone doing it for the first time? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you for joining us on the Presenter Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in next time for more exciting discussions about presenting on camera. Until then, stay confident.